Welcome back to the 6 o'clock show. It's time now to meet our next guests. Phil Lynott, actor Peter M. Smith and footballers' wives Sarah Francesca Kingdon have joined forces for a brand new film.
That's right. Code Red Spain is an action crime thriller that packs a punch with suspense, secrecy, stunning shots of Spain, all the alliteration. Please welcome Peter and Francesca to the 6 o'clock show.
How are you? Hi guys.
You got it.
Welcome to 6 and great to see you again. Peter, yourself and Francesca have teamed up to create this. Tell us all about it.
Look, it's just been a great adventure. I've known Fran for 23 years. And after I finished on the Netflix show, who was Aaron Carter, and did some work with Guy Ritchie, I gave her a call. I said, listen, I really want to start kind of producing stuff and, you know, getting used to kind of getting some control over, you know, getting some scripts in, see if we can get some work in. And luckily, you know, she knew that I hadn't got a bad reputation and just came in and got involved, and it just snowballed from there.
Was it an immediate yes from you?
It was, yeah.
Was.
Surprise, yeah. No, I knew, because we've known each other for so long, I just knew how Pete worked, and we're quite similar, actually, in the way we work. We're both sort of heads down focused, so, yeah, it was immediate yes.
Yeah.
It's great that you can do that and collaborate with people that you meet along the way in the industry and stay friends and know their work ethic and put things together like that. But talk to me about Code Red and your character, Francesca Estelle. Tell me all about it.
Well, she's a mob wife.
OK.
Turned, yeah, I know, it's great. Turned state witness.
Yeah.
And our amazing writer-director, Jason Figgis, he was very open to us sort of having a say in our characters and being able to sort of form them together, because it was quite important for me that she was a strong woman, you know, and she was, you know, I think generally they are sort of portrayed like that, but
they put up with a lot.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, they do. But Estelle's got to the end of her tether. She's had enough, and she's fiercely protective of her son. And it was really important for me that came across for her. And she goes on a bit of a journey, let's say. It's a very tense 24 hours for her.
Is that a fun role to play? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it.
The more intense, probably the more exciting for an actor when you have a character that's like that and that has to deal with a lot in a storyline.
Yeah. And obviously you draw bits that are kind of close to yourself, you know, with her son. I've got a son around the same age, so it kind of, that lent itself quite well to it. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun to play. A lot of fun, especially with all the special effects and things.
All the action.
Not saying too much.
And you filmed it in Spain. That must have been terrible. That must have been terrible. All the hot weather, all the good food.
All the Spanish stunt guys. Just a terrible experience.
But was it nice to film in Spain?
Yeah, it was great. It was really good because we started in Barcelona, didn't we? Tarragona. And then we did the 7-hour drive down to Andalusia.
Down south, yeah.
And we were just driving along the coast, and it sort of started getting dark, and you're just looking out over the coast. It was beautiful. And then obviously we get to the villa, which you'll see in the film. It's just the scenery. The villa was amazing. Yeah. And yeah, it was.
And Peter, you mentioned as well you got to shoot in Manchester and Ireland.
Yeah, we did some cutaways in Ireland because there's some background stuff to Solomon's character. The fact that he's, you know, a black dub, ex-military. So there's some lovely kind of shots that Jason kind of wanted. You know, specifically they had to be of Dublin. So you know, he's a great eye for detail. So that's always a lot of fun.
Speaking of detail, you mentioned stunts. I got to ask you, like, that's really you taking all those beatings in those fight scenes. What made you commit like that? So I mean, you could have taken the easy way out and gotten a stunt double.
Nah, I'm from Drimna. And as I say in every interview, I'm from Dublin 12. We're all sporty and we can look after ourselves. But all jokes aside, the guys that, you know, I'd met a few of them on sets of other movies that I was lucky enough to be part of. They took me to a place called Extremis and knocked the lard out of me, to be honest. So I spent a couple of weeks working with, these are trained fighters. So, you know, I wanted to go through it. But so by the time I had come to trade lines with Fran and the rest of the cast, I was black and blue.
You had bruises to prove it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, but that's the gig.
I mean, at least after watching this, no one's going to mess with you.
Well, I don't know about that. Again, I'm from Drimna. There's lots of people there that can mess with you.
Well, talk to us about the soundtrack as well. You know, there's Brian McFadden's involved, the High Kings as well.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
It was very important to me that the music be genuine, you know, to wherever we were. So obviously we've got Manuel Leon to cover the Spanish end, a beautiful Andalusian guitarist, so he kind of covers the Spanish end. Then, you know, I've got a lot of friends in the game, so obviously Darren and Brian from the High Kings had just come off working on Sinners.
Yeah.
You know, that's an Oscar-winning soundtrack. So
yeah.
I called up their manager, who's also a very good friend of mine, Brian Whitehead, and the boys were only too happy to give us the road not taken, which I think was a co-write with Steve Garrigan from Codaline. Brian McFadden is a very old friend of mine, gave us a Father's Love, which is a great song. And yeah, a rapper called Rob Murphy from Wexford, really, really strong, you know, rap artist, you know, gave us a great beefy track. We wanted it to be real, and I think, you know, the end product kind of proves that.
And also being behind the production side of it, you get such a say in like the feel of where you want the music to go and the direction of it. Like stepping into that, like it must be kind of liberating after being in the industry for so long, and you know, you've people telling you what to do, but then you're on the other side of it now.
Yeah, it is. It can get, you can get a little bit power trippy.
Yeah.
Because as an actor, obviously, you don't have a say. A lot of the time, it's out of your control whether you get the role or not. And I mean, the music was all Pete. I'll hold my hands up to that. But it was lovely, especially with Jason, for the three of us to get our heads together and really form the story. And the locations obviously were a massive part of it. You know, we always say that was another character. All the stunning scenery, and yeah, I love producing.
It's incredible.
I
And
love
obviously
it.
just chatting about your early acting career, one of your early roles was directed by the one and only Madonna.
Like, that is crazy.
Incredible.
And performing in front of her.
You weren't only acting, you
What
had
she
to dance
sings.
for her as well. Like, tell us everything.
I know, having to dance for her as well.
That's so scary. But
I know,
amazing.
It was terrifying, actually, it was. But only in the audition. Obviously, once you're on set, you're working, it was fine. And she was absolutely phenomenal. She was amazing. She knew what she wanted. She's everything you think she's going to be, Madonna. She's a force of nature. But yeah, the audition, I'm not going to lie, I was sweaty palms.
Imagine.
And she had her choreographers there as well, like, and they're sort of stood there, you know, watching you, and you're thinking, oh my God.
And I'd say the choreographers are a little bit more of a tougher judge as well, because Madonna's Madonna, but the choreographers are the professionals.
Oh yeah, they were laser focused, and I can shake a leg or two, but I can't get up a pole or anything like that. So I was like, oh, this is going to be trials, but yeah, it worked out fine.
What a story!
Worked with Madonna, it's incredible. And of course, the last time we were chatting to you, you had just wrapped Moonlight, the Phil Lynott Enigma. It is sold out on Vicar Street, and you're going back to when you're taking it global. Talk to us about this.
We've been blessed with it, you know. I mean, I really expected when Peter Aiken kind of greenlit the whole thing and gave us a theatre, I thought we'd get 2 or 3 shows out of it maximum, you know. But we've been there 5, 6 times, and we've been around the country. We've just sold out the Hammersmith Apollo in London, which is an iconic venue, 3,500 people. And then we're going back to the UK in May, and we're coming back to Vicar Street on the 11th and 12th of June.
Yeah.
And Vicar Street's my home. I mean, everybody that knows me knows, well, I can get the 123 bus outside home.
You can walk home.
I would play there every month for the rest of my life. I mean,
and you being from Drimnagh, you know, obviously with the Crumlin connection then of Phil Lynott too, how does that feel? Is that good?
Yeah, I mean, people say, is it pressure? No. I mean, it's great. Where we're from, we're proud of where we're from, you know, and it's good to represent, you know, one of the biggest rock stars in the world. You know, I've lived as Philip Lynott for the last year, and that's been intense, crazy. You know, you're never going to fill those shoes, but you're just going to... For me, it's the nostalgia. You know, I see the faces now. Even in Hammersmith, a lot of people flew over from Ireland to go to the UK to relive some of the moments that we kind of represent in the show. And you'll see it in June yourselves on the 11th and 12th. People will come in and they just suspend their disbelief for those 2 hours.
What's it like seeing that positive and hearing that positive feedback, or when people come up to you about it?
It's
How does
lovely.
that feel?
To be honest with you, Katya, it's one of those things where you're like, I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't get kind of, anyone that knows me knows I don't let it run away with me. But when you see that, that's when you know, okay, I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing the job here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Incredible.
an honour. You know?
You've got another project coming up as well, a Guy Ritchie movie with Henry Cavill and Jake Gyllenhaal. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah, In the Grey comes out on the 15th of May next month. And my scenes are with Carlos Bardem, who's, of course, Javier Bardem's brother. And all that guy wanted to talk about was rugby, which was incredible. He explained to me, which blew my mind, how him and his brother played rugby for Spain. I didn't even know Spain had a rugby team.
Yeah,
same here.
But, you know, you go through all of this stuff as an actor. You're like, oh, I just hope those scenes have as much impact, because I watched some of the rushes, and I know you showed the trailer there. It's high impact, you know, stuff. So you're just hoping that you kind of are, you know, trading blows and doing your job again with some of the biggest stars in the world. So it's humbling, even though it's only a couple of minutes on screen. At that level, to be involved in something like that is incredible.
Well, it's safe to say you two are both very busy. We're excited to see Code Red Spain. But when we talk about other projects in the pipeline with 03, are we thinking of a Code Red franchise?
Oh, yeah.
Global franchise?
Yeah, I mean, we've gone mad with that. We're like Code Red London, Code Red Dublin, Code Red Morocco.
Code Red.
We want every city in Europe.
Yes, please. Would love it. Action figures.
Make it happen.
Okay, that's a positive. We're not ruling it out.
No, not at all.
Okay, amazing. Peter, Francesca, thanks so much for joining us on the Instagram show. Give it up. And Code Red Spain is available on demand from April 30th now. The guys are going to head over to the kitchen where it's smelling amazing to give Jay a helping hand.
And next, our consumer caped crusader Conor Pope fills us in on the new fuel price measures and what they mean for your pocket.
But before that, we're giving you a chance to win every day this week with HelloFresh, so take a look at this.
This week on the 6 o'clock show, we've partnered with HelloFresh to bring one lucky viewer an amazing prize. Be in with a chance to win a 1-year supply of HelloFresh, Ireland's #1 recipe box. You get fresh, pre-portioned ingredients delivered straight to your door to make delicious meals without any stress. Choose from over 200 monthly recipes, from family favourites to global flavours. In a rush, there are quick meals ready in just 10 minutes. HelloFresh use 100% Irish beef and poultry, providing great quality you can trust. Cooking made easy with step-by-step recipes anyone can follow. To be in with a chance to win, simply answer this question. Which of these foods are fruit? A, carrot, B, apple. To enter, text prize and your answer to 57765. Best of luck.